In the 1990s, Generals Reimer and Sullivan managed change in the Army while preparing for the future. The result? A focused investment that set the conditions for the digital Army. Within today's campaign of learning, the unified quest re-energizes the exploration of military operations in the future. In the words of General Odierno, while we cannot predict the future of our increasingly uncertain and complex strategic environment, we can be certain that our nation will continue to call on America's Army. The date is August of 2030, and as described in National Intelligence Council documents, the world continues to grow closer, physically and virtually. Population growth and migration trends feed into megacities, which exist on several continents and grow to multiple times the size of New York. Trends point toward a de-Westernization of the global economy, decreasing state authority, and a rise of hyper-empowered actors capable of physically and virtually moving between borders. A rapidly changing, progressively multipolar world is characterized by the continued rise of regional powers. Accessibility to rapidly changing technology enables smaller, lighter, and intellectual machines to be leveraged by anyone, while the proliferation of advanced technology and nuclear weapons continues. The need to respond quickly with relevant forces is a fundamental element of strategic land power in this period. As the Army transitions from execution to preparation, we must study future challenges in order to provide leaders relevant options to protect national interests in coming decades. The Campaign of Learning's Deep Future Wargame is an important component of developing these options. Designed as a strategic scout to explore evolving challenges and uncover new insights, the Wargame begins a process of integration across the campaign, informing emerging concepts, potential policy solutions, and investment options. Professionals from across the national security establishment gathered at Carlisle Barracks, Pennsylvania, to address these future challenges. Their strategic problem was, how does the Army, as part of a joint team, prevent conflict, shape the environment, and rapidly respond with operationally significant forces at speeds that matter to arrest the acceleration of events and win decisively. Focused by strategic objectives, U.S. and coalition forces were required to protect the homeland by countering the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction in a contested environment and against diverse and dynamic combinations of conventional, irregular, terrorist, and criminal forces. Along with air-droppable mobile gun systems and faster transport ships, an evolution force comprised of systems and technologies delivered by current investment strategies, the team leveraged advances in anti-access and area denial weapons, as well as sustainment concepts like sea basing. In order to explore the promise of technological opportunities, a second working group comprised an innovation force enabled by focused investment strategies. Given the same problem, the innovation force had significant advantages that are achievable in 2030 if current investment strategies are reevaluated and refocused. Potential game-changing capabilities in directed energy systems, ultra-heavy vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, and semi-autonomous robots augmented their operations. Decisions were made at the speed of war, enabled by enhanced situational awareness and commanders' ability to conduct cyber operations against enemy networks, acting locally for precise effects. In contrast, significantly improved encryption, protected coalition systems and data, and prevented network attacks. As the operational planning and wargame commenced, a strategic working group comprised of senior leaders from government agencies, think tanks, and the Joint Force explored the emerging insights and assessed policy and investment implications. Recognizing that the Army must adapt, evolve, and innovate to maintain operational advantages, they explored potential points of overmatch and associated risks and opportunities. The strategic working group studied human science challenges, including opportunities in medical advancements that improve survivability, strength, endurance, and cognition. They examined opportunities in materials science and accelerated information to decision sciences, and studied the potential of breakthrough advances that would require concerted effort and investment to be realized. In the end, the war game balanced the theoretical and practical, and fused the implications of risks, mitigating approaches, and opportunities that can sustain America's military advantage. However, today's fiscal reality constrains these options. Investing in future capabilities may appear difficult. The Army must nevertheless find ways to achieve more at speeds that matter, and do it with less. As the world evolves, the Army must stay focused forward, retaining our competitive advantage. The efforts of the Campaign of Learning integrate a strategic vision of land power and inform Army adaptation, evolution, and innovation in the face of a rapidly changing and complex world, creating options for future leaders who will again answer the nation's call. As President Kennedy once said,
"For while we cannot guarantee that we shall one day be first, we can guarantee that any failure to make this effort will make us last."